Hi and welcome back to Suburban Gardening. I'm Amanda and I am in Zone 8A in Texas. So as you can see, there has been some progress made on my backyard. We are digging to put the landscaping timber so we can keep the upper half or upper side high and the other side low. All of this dirt will be moved. However, as my husband was digging, we found a sprinkler pipe down here. So the plan was to put all the timbers directly this way, so it'd be two 8-foot long timbers length this way. However, because of that pipe, we're going to do one length and then add another tier so it comes up a little bit higher so we can go above this pipe instead. I also wanted to show you my blackberries. These are my Baby Cakes dwarf thornless blackberry plants, and as you can see, I have several that have turned black. I'm not entirely sure when to pick them, but I'm thinking that since these are a little bit squishy, not like really squishy, but a little bit, that they are probably ripe and ready to go. And here, this one is black, but it's not quite as squishy, so I'm going to leave that one for another day or two. So let's harvest some blackberries. Oh, these are looking great. So it's going to show you my grapevines. So this one continues to grow, getting taller than I am at this point. And my other ones are also growing, but just not as tall yet. And this is the one that we had some grapes on. And so you can take a look and see what those are looking like over here. So hopefully we'll get some nice tasty grapes soon. So I wanted to show you some of my tomatoes. So this is the orange hat tomato, a determinate plant, which determinate just means that it has a determined size that it's going to grow, versus an indeterminate that will just keep growing and growing and growing. So the determinates have a set amount of size and a set amount of fruit that they will put on. I have harvested a few this weekend of the tomatoes, and I have some inside as well. These are getting close to being ready to harvest, but there's a ton of tomatoes on this plant. The one behind it is a Container's Choice tomato, which is also determinate. There's some green ones on there. And then behind here we have a Rosy Finch, and I do have a tomato that's turning red, so I'm going to leave that to ripen on there. I do have, this one is a Rio Grande tomato, and I have some green tomatoes still on here. I have not had any ripen on that vine yet. And I have Paul Robeson. I have 2 tomatoes on this plant. But some of my other plants aren't doing great. They're just a little bit slower. And then over here, my Sun Gold. Oh my goodness, this one. I have harvested several already. And you can see down here, there's some that are probably getting close to ready that are more red that I need to harvest. And then there's all these bunches of tomatoes, and even some that I haven't bagged yet over here. More blooms. So these, I'm just going to have a ton. My Black Beauty, I do have some green tomatoes on this vine, but they're a little bit more in the back, so they're harder to see. And then up front I have this Lemon Boy, which has a lot of green tomatoes on there, some I haven't bagged yet as well. And behind that I have a Paul Robeson, which has a huge tomato on it. Let's see if I can find it down here. But so far that's the only tomato on that plant I see. It is a large one, but it's only one. I have another Container's Choice. Oops. Another Container's Choice, and I have some tomatoes on this one, some green ones, and I have a Roma that has several tomatoes. And then I have my onions coming along, the ones I haven't harvested yet. So these are still not ready to be harvested because the stems are still stiff. I do have a big spider building a web in this grow bag. So let's take a look at my cantaloupe and cucumbers, and I'm thinking this over here might be an Armenian yardlong. I'm not really sure what is what over here, and man, it's so windy today. So I think this is an Armenian yardlong, and I'm seeing some starts. I think this may be a cantaloupe, but I'm not sure. Maybe it's a cucumber. Who knows? I'll be as surprised as you. And if we look at the vine over here, we also have some. I gotta find it. There we go. Right here. Have some that are starting. Oh, is that a bee? Or no, what is that? A beetle? You see it? I wonder if that's a good bug or bad bug. Let me know. Is that a fly?
Oh, kind of looks like a roly-poly with a wing.
And here I have another one. I don't know if this is a cantaloupe, or it could be, I planted some other melon, Kamajari? I'll put the name down here, I don't remember what it was. Could be that, could be cantaloupe, who knows? We'll be surprised.